Hey everyone, welcome to High Octane Hustle. We are on remote location today at the Paradise Roadshow in beautiful sunny Palm Springs. It is 70 degrees out today. It's amazing weather. We have beautiful bikes, tons of old school cars, trucks, bikes meaning motorcycles, sorry. I always say bikes, but motorcycles, all the things here, great vintage vibe. And we just wanted to kind of come to this show. We actually just had Adri Law, who is a co-founder of the show. I was really sad because I actually got stuck in Palm Springs, very ironic, the other day when we actually had her on to do the interview. So I didn't get to interview her. But today we get to sit down with Adri, interview, talk about the show a little bit. So that was really great. We're just going to go around. We're going to get some of the vibe, like talk to the people in the community, some of the builders that are here. We brought our dog today. This is Daisy over here. Daisy, you want to come on? She good? No. And it's so rad. What I love about this show coming out, this is actually my first time. This is the 9th annual one. But again, my first time here. What I love about it is that they really, Adri wanted to have the vibe of like community and family. There are dogs everywhere, so that is just so cool. You're walking in the restaurants and there's dogs, so I love that. Everyone's very welcome. There's tons of families here. They always do it at a hotel so that specifically people can have their family. It's easy to get, in and out of hotel rooms, and, if the kids need to go and hang out, it's great. I love this vibe. I love that it's family friendly. I'm a little old school. I love the dirt bike look. So we've got scramblers, Triumphs over here in the background and stuff. Love all of this, the knobby tires. But there's a little bit of everything here. There's choppers. We get to talk to a builder today. We got to all kinds of people. So I just want to have you guys understand this feel of the show and really get the whole vibe. I think you're going to do a pie eating contest later. Oh, and then there's the dog show too. So stay tuned as we kind of just hear everyone's take from the show. We get to talk first to Adri and Becky. So here's everyone and enjoy the show. Okay, great. Hey, everyone. Hey, everyone. Welcome to High Octane Hustle, the podcast. And today we are out remote, and we are at the Paradise Roadshow in Palm Springs. And I am here today with one of the co-founders, Adri Law, and then Becky Goebel as well. And are you a co-founder too, or now you're part of the show kind of, right?
Yeah, I've kind of been here with these girls from the beginning, so just a tag along.
I just drug her into it. She didn't really have a choice. Now she's part of it. A lot of people think she puts it on too, but I'm just yeah, whatever.
Yeah, she lets me have the microphone a lot of the time, so yeah, I think people just
funny,
think.
So.
I love it.
Just kidding.
And hot, obviously. I didn't think I needed to say that.
Oh, that's not what I said.
Given.
No, I said you're not.
Oh, I thought you said.
But
and
we
I'm
are hot.
So I was like,
we
yeah,
are
obviously.
the hottest three girls at this event.
Totally agree, ladies.
Yeah, because I'm sitting in the sun. It's fucking hot.
Yeah, we are hot, and
You're
we
hot
are
in so many ways.
Hot with a W.
HAWT. Okay.
Well, and that's the thing is just, when you get along with people and you love doing the same type of stuff, then you kind of I don't know, it just
become
happens,
hot.
Right?
Yeah, obviously.
We are in Palm Springs, so it is hot. And hey, I'm here with these hotties.
Mm-hmm. Bikes are hot. The girls are hot. There's some hot silver foxes here too.
There is, yeah.
So apparently that's your thing. Got it.
Not mine. Hers.
Okay, that's not what we're talking
Well, I thought that's what you meant by high octane, high.
Interesting. Okay.
This is we're never gonna get through any of
You guys
this.
asked me to come here. You
You
asked
said
me.
you like her because she makes you laugh, right?
She does because she's dumb.
funny.
I'm an idiot.
She brings that part of the aspect to,
That part-
She brings the
The
comedy.
ass.
She was roasting the shit out of people last night. At the
Oh,
I
party.
know this morning I'm like, am I gonna get in trouble by?
No, but everyone thought it was funny. So
Okay. And
Everyone loves that,
all the
huh?
people who would hate it were sleeping. So.
Yes,
They're
Okay,
lame.
so how did you guys, so I know you guys are best friends. That's why the banter is there, huh? But how did you guys start kind of working together here at the show? What
I mean,
what
this
made
is
that
your show.
happen? Like you just literally pulled her in and was like,
Yeah.
get your ass over here?
Yeah, I think, well, we started doing the pie eating contest. I don't know, did you host the first one? I don't even know if we had a host the first time, but like, as we started doing it, I think we just realized like, oh, like we need someone to like, you know, be like having commentary on what's going on to make this a little more entertaining and not just everyone standing there watching people just eat pies. We needed like a little bit of comedy in there, and I think that like Becky's hosted events before and she's like good on a mic, and so I think it just kind of made sense. We were like, yeah, why don't you just host this? And then I don't know what year that even started, but it just then she was just the host of the pie eating contest.
I was gonna say, I feel like we need to hear some of that commentary. Do you remember what any of that is like?
Yeah, I'm basically just like, eat that fucking pie, bitch! Slurp it up! That guy's doing better than you. Don't let him win.
That does definitely make it more entertaining.
Yeah, because everyone's laughing and then like
Yeah, it's loud. Everyone's cheering. And
yeah, it's definitely a good time.
I mean, it's more like putting on an event like this, you kind of need a lot of people involved from the community that are just posting about it and that people know are coming and who are for sure going to bring different bikes every year. Like, did you guys just get shit on?
I was like, what is happening up there?
no.
Oh, there's a hummingbird shitting on you guys.
Well, getting shit on by a bird is good luck.
Did you know that paired in Palm Springs? Hi,
Is
Genghis.
that good luck?
Yeah, if birds shitting on you is
Especially a
good luck.
hummingbird. Yeah, in Palm Springs, every single hummingbird species, there's 69, live
Oh, gosh.
here.
Wow.
Yeah, this is the only
Look
place
at
in the
you go,
world where
girl.
they
The
all
more you
live.
know.
I
We-
did not know that.
Yeah, we have a hummingbird expert homie.
In our
She's a
midst.
bird girl.
So I love what you were just saying right now about the community, and you kind of need all of those aspects, and that's
Yeah.
really important part of it. I agree.
Yeah, just promoting and posting and spreading the word and bringing
Participation
their
for everyone.
friends. Like my whole family's here and
Literally.
my friends, and then her other friend Janthavi. Now all her friends are
Yeah,
here, and
it's fun
they
to,
all
like-
post about it. And everyone kind of has a different vibe and different thing that they do. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah,
she
it's-
has her whole car friends here that are also
Yes.
kind of involved in the show in one way
yeah,
or another.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Just bring everyone together to have a good time. We all
Yeah,
like
it's
cool
smart.
old stuff, you know? That's it.
I totally agree with that. Cool old stuff.
Yeah,
Yes.
Audrey's killing it. It's like smart, but
It's hard.
it's hard. It's like it's strategic, but it's also just natural because this is kind of like her life.
Yeah, it's
I love that.
It's stuff that I really love, like I genuinely love. So it's really not. It is difficult just because the nature of putting an event together. But like,
Yes.
all the things are things that I am genuinely passionate about. So it's easy to want to do something like this for all of the communities. You know.
And that's exactly what it is to me. It's really about bringing the community together in so many different ways. Like you said, like, oh, it's just our friends that we enjoy being around. It's the cool old cars that pull us together. It's like all the vendors here, the makers and stuff too. Like they're such a big part of our community, and like seeing them from all over, like that's such a great part. The dogs, I love the pups. We have one right here behind us. The kids that are here.
Yeah, it's a whole family thing. The one in Palm Springs is really neat because it is a family-friendly event. It's dog-friendly. Like you can bring everyone. You don't have to like find a babysitter or like find a dog sitter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like bring grandpa and like bring your niece and nephew. So it's nice that you could just include everybody.
I love
and
that.
then everyone can have a good time.
I love that. No, that's a big, it really is important to so many people, and they don't think about that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And this is part of the community. I like that.
Hi, Dad.
Oh, that's Becky's dad.
Love it. Over here doing your thing, huh?
Tuning out.
I'm surprised your dad's not standing over there taking pictures.
He's just in his own world.
He's
this
so excited
weekend.
because his bike got picked to be in the People's Choice, like the 805 People's Choice
Oh,
bike.
how exciting. Oh,
Yeah.
that is pretty rad, though.
Yeah.
So what about bikes? Did you grow up like that? Is he a builder?
My dad has been doing motorcycle stuff forever. Like, he was the kid who was dirt biking to school every day down the road. Like, cool. We're from the farm in Saskatchewan, Canada, so we're just like poor farm kids that just had shitty old dirt bikes, and half of his friends became professional dirt bikers because they're just, crazy motorcycle people. Yeah. And then, it just evolved over time into more street bike stuff. And then I came around and got into bikes. And then, I don't know. My dad never had an old Harley chopper, though. So I married a chopper guy who my dad hired to build him, like, his dream bike. And they worked together on it for 2 years.
Oh, that's cool.
And he just revealed it to my dad on Wednesday. And kind of showed him how to like kickstart it and like ride it, and just, there's just like lots of little things about a bike that's 50 freaking years old. Yeah. And then
the quirks of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, we know.
And her husband does a lot of like CNC stuff, and he like fabricated a lot of really like unique special parts for the bike.
Oh, I love it. We'll take a look at it then, definitely. Yeah. Where is it? You said over by
It's just right here on the other side of this bush, the 805 booth.
Yeah, so it got picked to be one of the bikes to be in the running to be the People's Choice winner. So there's 3 bikes up there.
So cool.
And so it has a lot of, as all these bikes do, have a lot of like special history to them, but it's like very sentimental, and we love
We
that.
should win.
In a moment like that.
Talk to the people.
Yeah. And that's why
Go campaign for your dad.
But that's why he's taking so many photos. Like, he just saw it. Like,
he's been polishing the bike for like hours.
Yeah, but like
he's so proud.
Awe. Like, that's so exciting, and that's so great. I love that part about a build like that. Like, people get so excited. I mean, it's an emotional part, right?
Yeah.
It's like such an emotional connection. Like,
yeah, it's so. And then that bike is just priceless.
Yeah.
And we'll probably have it forever, just in the family. Like, that's so cool. That's what I love about motorcycles. Can never sell any.
That's not true. You've sold bikes, but not
when
like
they get
special
real
ones.
Bad. They go.
Not special ones though.
No.
Really.
That's why I have 10.
I know, she has so many motorcycles.
And do you guys have bikes in the show?
I don't have a bike in the show. My car is in the show.
Okay. What car do you have here?
My 65 Ranchero.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
Yeah. And we brought out my dad's shovel head, and then we also brought out another shovel head that I own, but Cody built a couple years ago. And last year my panhead was in the show, which was cool. It was the first time I had a bike in Paradise Roadshow, because I never had a bike that was old enough.
Yeah, it was Becky's Born Free builder bike.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So because I always just usually ride like Sportster choppers and stuff that are it's not old enough,
newer,
not old enough to be in the show. So that was my moment last year.
Good.
And now this year is my dad's and Cody's. Yeah.
Yeah. And see, everyone's kind of had that moment, so we all know what it feels like. We all get that. So like, you're excited for your dad.
Yeah, I am. Right? Yeah. This year you just get to drink White Claws.
Yeah, just chill. It's Mark's moment.
This is the chill year. And you're ramping up. Next year is year 10, right?
Yeah. Next year's year 10, dude.
I
will say we did 1 year we didn't have the show because of COVID.
Okay.
We didn't physically have the show.
Okay.
And it also sounds weird, and people are like, "Are you sure it's year 10?" I'm like, "Yes, okay." 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I know, it sounds like it doesn't make sense because you're like, oh, it started in 2017, like 20, Yeah. But because of like it being in January, and then
puts the mic down.
Because of it being in January and then it's starting on that year,
yeah.
It's like it does. You go, huh? But I've had to literally sat there and counted it on my hands. I was like, it doesn't make sense, but it makes sense.
Goes by so fast.
Yeah, so next year's year 10, so I don't know what we're going to do to make it crazy. I had to give away a bike or something.
It's a good idea.
I like it.
I
love when the brainstorming happens like that, like, oh.
But I try not to, I'm a crazy overthinker, so I'm just, trying not to even, go there right now because I'll just stress myself out. And then
okay. You have enough going on right now. So
yeah.
We don't need to go there.
It's very true. This is true.
Well, I'm glad that we could catch you guys before the event gets crazy, because I know pretty much I was like about noon is when everyone starts to wake up and things start to
yeah.
You know, well, come on.
People partied last night.
It was a party last night, right?
Well, people are starting now to arrive, like from out of town, if they didn't get here yesterday. So.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So, and I noticed that there was a lot of, when I got in last night, it was late. So same thing. It was like everyone's coming in, after work and things like that. So really today is like cool, the chill day. It's a long day. Yeah. So yeah. So I'm glad we could grab you right before. Is there anything else you want to tell us about the Paradise Road Show or your guys' quirky, awesome best friendship?
Well, we can talk about. I have Paradise Nashville coming up on July 19th, and then I have my other show Reunion in LA coming up on May 4th. Those are important things, but like I said, I don't want to think about them too much yet. But yeah, that's
motorcycle and car shows on the way.
Yeah, and David and I have been starting about doing another one.
Yeah.
You sure are.
Oh, hell yeah.
Shit. More Canadians.
What's your name?
So many Canadians.
Scott, I'll come say.
Bob and Gerben.
Oh, hell yeah. Hi, Scott, Bob, and Gerben.
Hey, Canadians. How you doing? Canadians?
Canadians say A.
Why?
Canada.
This is a perfect cameo. Nice to meet you guys, Scott, Bob, and Gerb.
Very Canadian.
Gerby.
That's a cute name.
That was so fantastic.
Perfect timing.
I know. It was great.
Some old Canadian
I love them.
motorcycle men.
Well, now I have YouTube.
Yeah, so there's your demographic right there. YouTube,
it's a
baby.
whole new fan base.
Yeah, that's not just Instagram.
I love when you post the comments. Oh my gosh.
That's why you're getting really good at roasting people.
Oh,
Yeah, because I literally am just like, I fucking hate all of you fucking people.
that are haters.
No.
No.
You're like, who is this person at the other end of this saying that?
Dude,
Like,
sometimes I'm like, is it that guy? Is it the guys who come say hey to me? Sometimes I'm like,
Sure.
who, which one are you? You think it is?
Well, normally you'd think it's that guy. It'd be like, oh, fucking, this is
right?
I hate this shit.
But he didn't seem like that right now.
No.
I know. I
And-
feel like that too. I know what you mean.
You never know.
You
Like,
literally,
you don't.
you never know,
You
but they
don't.
know who I am, and it's like freaking
That's-
weird.
Well, you asked for that. You put your shit on YouTube, girl.
I know, it's my job. Make a lot of
You
fucking
made that
money.
business.
Good. I'm glad. Okay, so I mean, I think we...
So on that note, we're gonna be done now. Yeah.
No, Scott seemed really cool. I like him.
He'd actually probably
Shout
be
out
pretty
Scott.
funny to talk to. I mean,
I think you should. We should.
I'm done right now. I'm fucking.
Shan, you're in the
Audrey,
heat. You're
I'm
like,
done. I'm literally
you're
fucking
roasted.
melting.
Audrey
hot.
gets up, and then we
Poor
have
thing.
Scott here, and
Yeah,
then
I
just.
will get up and you guys can have a combo with Scott. That might be a good idea. I think he'll be funny to talk to.
Well,
Holy
Becky,
shit.
Audrey, thank you guys for taking the time out
Thanks
to
for
do this.
wanting to talk
This
to
is
us.
great.
Out of all
So-
the cool people here.
Yeah.
So many
Such
people,
a great little
celebs.
remote here at the Paradise Road Show with High Octane Hustle, the podcast.
Since 1987, GTS Customs has specialized in restomod Corvettes. From widened bodies to pro touring vehicles with all today's modern technology. If you've got a Corvette, an old Corvette, and you want to make it drive like something new, contact gtscustoms.com.
Baja Forged, signature vehicle builds and off-road products built to forge your own path. Baja Forged was basically made because we loved off-roading. We loved the open roads. If you're looking for off-road products to help you get out on the terrain, visit bajaforged.com. Follow us on Instagram at Baja Forged for our latest builds. Awesome. So, hey everyone, I'm Design Muse. I am back with Kat here, Steel Honey Tattoo. So, Kat, tell us about, you're into motorcycles. Tell us about the motorcycle, how you got into motorcycles and building your own, please.
Oh, okay. I actually started out on dirt bikes. That was my integration into the motorcycle world. And I'm like, damn, I really would love a dirt bike that could be on the street more and like something that has more power.
That look too, though, huh?
And I had, so I ended up building this chopper that was like more dirt bike style. It's got like the Baja knobby tires on it and like
Love that.
some desert shit, you know?
Love it.
Yeah.
The desert is a vibe, you know, it's a whole vibe.
Yep.
So then what brought you to the Paradise Roadshow?
This is it's either my 3rd or 4th year here. The first time I came, it was at Saguaro. And yeah, I mean, I love this show. It's just rad. Like, it's kind of a good way to start off the new year, you know? It's like the first show. It's like kind of setting the tone for everything and seeing the bikes and kind of getting out of like, I feel like everyone's in hibernation, like, you know, during the holidays and stuff. So
and it's like beautiful out here. It's Palm Springs at 70 degrees.
It's literally
today.
paradise.
Well said. Well said.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a reason. It's nice that it's here, and I mean, this is like one of the nicest weather. Sometimes it's like a little chilly, but it's been good.
Okay,
yeah,
that's good.
Like
That's
the
good.
ride out here sometimes a little chilly.
I love that you said it like sets the tone. What kind of drew you to this show? Because it has a different feel to me than, you know, all the other shows.
It does. I think just Palm Springs in general is like, I don't know. There's something really like light and beautiful about this area, and I feel like it's showcased in like everybody's attitude here and everything. Like,
Cool.
I don't know. It's nice. It's just a good appreciation, and it's a beautiful space.
Yeah.
You know, got the pool. Everybody's just hanging. It's like,
It's
are
a
we really,
big
like-
party over there. I love that.
Yeah.
Like, you will definitely have to get footage of that because it's a party at the at the pool right now.
at the pool always. Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's like it's fucking January.
Yeah.
Like we're like
I know.
by the pool.
I know.
In January. It's like,
I was talking to people this week that we were talking about Milwaukee and stuff, and in February, and I was like, March. I was like, oh yeah, you guys can ride that, and they were like, psh, not until like May or something. I was
Right.
like, what?
yeah.
I was like, no way.
Yeah.
But we're so spoiled in California. It's definitely why we live here, you know,
Yep.
for sure.
Yeah, there's so many shows. I mean, even like there's so many shows, and I'm like, why do you have it when it's freezing and everybody's gonna still
Sure.
go, but
Yeah.
they're gonna be like bundled up? And like when I went to the Prowl last year, we were riding back and hit like a thunderstorm, and you're just like, because it's in March and you're going through like every
Yeah.
season on the
Yeah.
way back.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy, but
It's all part of it.
Yeah,
So
it is.
tell us about Steel Honey, how you started tattooing your bus a little bit.
yeah, so I
Cool
do
things.
all machine-free tattoos, which you know because you've got.
I have some right here,
Yeah.
showcasing it. Yep.
Yeah, I love doing something that's like more, I don't know, it's unique, you know, and as you know, it's like heals faster, it's less painful.
Oh yeah, instantly.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Right?
I was like, oh my gosh, I literally like barely any pain, really.
Right.
Really barely anything, and yes, it healed right away. There was no like scabs or anything like that. No,
There's
it was
hardly
just,
a
like,
healing process.
It looked great right away. So
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, so I started Steel Honey. I've been doing stick and poke tattoos full time for the last like 5 years or so.
Yeah.
And and then
How
I've
people got to know you because
I got the bus. I've been
because you were
building
the
out
girl
the bus.
doing the tattoos in the back of a van, right?
I had the van. That sounds so sketchy.
But it
Okay.
was, and you knew that.
That's
What's so funny about it. I love that part.
That was my Instagram for so long. It was like not the van your parents warned you about. It was like, it's really not. Like I tried to create this space that was like, I would bring the van down to the beach and like you got tattooed with an ocean view. Like who doesn't fucking want that, you know? It was great.
Love it.
So I started out with that, decided I needed a bigger space. So
Yeah.
then I got the bus, and that's been a 4-year-long venture of trying to get that thing built and put together. But
And you like to do everything yourself.
that's the main thing, right? Like everything takes longer, but I know every inch of that bus. I know
Sure.
every inch of my bike. Like
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're the same way.
Yeah,
You do
totally.
the same. Yeah. you
But
do the
not
same thing.
everyone has that same like, oh, I'm gonna do this myself and create it. I feel like this show definitely has a lot of like makers and creators and people like that.
Yep.
So I definitely feel like it's around here. It's I don't know, part of life for most of us like that.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, even all the vendors that are here, like,
Yeah.
I mean, all these badass chicks that ride, and then they like have clothing lines on the side, like Amanda, chain driven, like everyone. It's so
Awesome.
rad. It's rad to see all these like creatives just like coming together and like appreciating all the same kind of stuff, right?
I totally agree,
Yeah,
and it's a
it's
great
amazing.
vibe here. Kat, thanks so much for coming on to chat. Like you said, it's just informal, like we do when you tattoo me.
Yeah.
It's the same, totally. Where can people find you online or anything like that?
Yeah, it's at Steel Honey or at _Steel Honey _ whatever. You'll find me. Instagram.
And
I
then
have a website.
you'll find her doing tattoos at the Baja Forged Desert Ranch Roundup too.
That's true. I've got some events coming up. Gonna do
Yes.
Chopper Fest. Got some
Yes.
shit coming up. So
Yes,
I'm
very
excited.
cool.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming on
Thanks
today.
for having me.
So appreciate it. This is great. You know, I was walking by. I saw Daniel's bike. It's amazing. He is a builder. Tell us about Hellraiser, Daniel, and tell us about yourself.
I started building bikes in 2002, roughly. I actually worked with Freddie Hernandez at Denver's Choppers. Well, he worked at Denver's Choppers, but he worked at Showtime.
Okay.
And I was building part of the Venetian Hotel.
Wow.
I'm a structural steel welder. So
Okay.
I saw a motorcycle frame shop moving across the street from me, and I thought, damn, I want to work across the street. I
Got inspired
I
there,
got tired
huh?
of getting up at 5:45 in the morning, and
Yeah.
so I went across the street after watching them move in a bunch of welders and stuff, and they wouldn't hire me. They
Love
wouldn't hire
that.
me. They didn't.
So this is even
Yeah, they
is
wouldn't
that
hire me.
because why do you think?
Heliarc welding
'Kay.
is a form of welding.
It's different, yeah. All different kinds of welding.
They asked me if I knew how to TIG weld, and I said, "What's that?"
That-
Literally,
okay,
what's that?
Okay.
So if this story ever gets out and Erwin Graham ever finds out, Jeff Gaynor is the guy who looked like my brother. He had long hair and he was an investor in Showtime motorcycle frames with Erwin Graham. So he literally, and Freddie Hernandez was the frame builder.
Okay.
Okay, they were paying him like $1,000 a week, and I was
Yeah.
blown away by that. And I was thinking, damn, I can weld, but I didn't know how to TIG weld.
Yeah.
But it's really Heliarc. So Jeff Gaynor literally says to me, "Hey man, you live across the street?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "What are you doing for work?" I go, "I'm building. I'm in a shop building beams for the Venetian Hotel."
Yeah.
And he goes, "Do you know how to TIG weld?" And I didn't say, "What's that?" Because
You knew by this time.
I knew by this time what it was. So I literally was like, I want a job there. And he goes, "Well, here, man, check it out." He goes, he takes his key off his key ring and he hands it to me. And he says, "Come in here at night. Make sure everybody's gone.
Oh, cool.
Make sure everybody's gone. Come in here at night and teach yourself."
That's great.
He goes, "Because I want you to come work here."
That's great.
So I literally, for 2 weeks,
Yeah.
I like, what the hell am I going to do?
Right.
First night I go in there, I'm scared to death.
Yeah.
Because these are black guys, and they're like, who knows? It could be gang members. Didn't know at the time.
Yeah.
And if they are now, no big deal. So bottom line is, I went in there, and I taught myself how to Heliarc
I
TIG
love
weld.
it. Love
So
it.
I literally taught myself in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I went back, and I said, I want a job, and they gave me a test. And
Yeah,
they hired me.
That's the biggest part of the
They
welding,
hired
yeah.
me, and then I never got to weld.
But at least they hired you.
But
Okay,
they hired
that's
me.
the first part.
So they had me just making, bungs for forward controls for the frames
Yeah,
and
yeah.
whatever, little shark fins for the motor mounts, just motor mounts, all kinds of stuff.
You got to start out at the bottom. Come on.
So I was working there for a while, and then Freddie disappeared for about a week, and we had this Japanese guys that were buying our frames, ground pounders or something like that. So I told Erwin, I go, "Hey man, I can build frames." And he goes, "You ain't gonna save this company." I said, "I ain't gonna try. I just can build frames.
Yeah.
Let me, So he let me build a couple of frames,
Nice.
and they actually got used. And so, but then a while later, Freddie came back, and then I'm back to making parts. So
Sometimes you just
I
need
was
those
still happy.
opportunities.
Yeah,
You
I was still
Yeah.
happy with
Yeah.
that. So then, basically, this is like 1999, 2000.
Oh, okay.
2000.
Before yeah.
And then what happened was, I literally was working there, and then Jim Durham came in, and he fired me because he didn't need a parts maker anymore.
Okay.
Because he was using CNC machines
Oh, yeah.
to make all their parts. So I
Yeah,
got
sure.
replaced by machinery,
Sure.
which was cool.
That is society now.
Which was
yeah.
cool because he did me a favor.
Okay.
And then some years later I seen him and he thought I was gonna kick his ass, and he kind of got scared of me, and I go, no man, come here, give me a hug. You did me a favor.
That's
and then
great.
we talked and everything, and it was cool. But
Isn't that funny how those kind
Yeah.
of things really
Yeah.
turn around to be a blessing in disguise
Yeah.
like that, right?
exactly. So
Love
I'm renting
it.
a house right there, and the reason I got fired, I think, was because Jim Durham wanted to rent the house across the street that my buddy wanted to rent.
It's always
Yeah.
drama.
So I got my buddy in there because I didn't want to have Jim Durham, because he was this old cigarette smoking, coffee drinking guy that
You know you're
that
labeling,
lived in his shop.
You're labeling everyone's name, so
No,
they're
I know.
all gonna come back.
No, I don't give a
I
shit.
get
I don't give a shit. I hope so. Hey, you fuckers all did me a favor. Thank you. You did me a favor. Anyways, so basically, it just kind of snowballed from there. But what ended up happening was when I got fired, I went up the road to another shyster son of a bitch at Extreme Performance building sand rails.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah,
that
yeah,
guy was a
very well.
fucking crook. Crook.
A lot of
man.
bleeping on this one.
Yeah, sorry.
It's all good.
I'll just bleep myself. Anyways, he fired me too and told me I wasn't worth the $9 an hour he was paying me. And I said, you did me a favor too, man, because I'm gonna do things on my own, because
Awesome.
I can't stand you people anymore. I'll try to not cuss anyways. So
No,
basically,
just be yourself. We just
so
want you to be
basically,
yourself.
yeah, basically I met a girl and her last name was Hellraiser. It was
Okay.
spelled Hellerud.
Okay.
And we were together for about 10 years.
Okay.
We bought the house that I live in now. I'm remarried, in case she sees this, sorry. But we just grew apart, and I used her last name because I couldn't come up with a decent name. So I thought, Hellraiser Custom Sheet Metal. And what happens? I start getting calls for heating and air conditioning sheet metal.
Okay.
To do heating and air conditioning.
Yeah.
I even got called by the government. They wanted to give me a government contract.
Okay.
And I said, I don't do that kind of work. I build choppers.
Yeah.
And the guy goes, oh, that won't work. So I used her name, and it was Hellraiser, and then I changed it to Hellraiser Choppers, and then basically we separated. So I basically took the E and moved it to the end to make Hellraiser,
Yeah.
and I just shortened it to Hellraiser Metal.
Perfect.
And I've been building bikes since. And then,
Nice.
like I said, the bagger craze came in. So it's really nice to see people like this.
Well, now you were kind of saying, so you started with choppers. We had that discussion
Yeah.
earlier. So what got you into choppers? Were you already, was that something you were riding, or you just liked those choppers?
I never owned a Harley.
Okay.
I rode everybody else's.
Okay.
You know, they loaned me their Harley, I ride it.
And so starting at the shop, they did choppers. So
Yeah, I was like,
essentially that's what you started
I always
with.
wanted to do a Harley, but it
Okay.
just never had the in. But then when Freddie literally came to me and goes, you need to build a bike if you're going to be in this business.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So it took me quite a few years to get to that point.
Yeah, yeah.
I kind of got screwed around by a few people on the engine and just stuff, learning and living. you know?
That's a learning
So-
curve for everyone out there. That stuff
Exactly.
just happens,
Exactly.
So
So-
and usually like your story is pretty common where people end up doing it themselves.
Right.
Because
Right.
it's not working with someone else or whatever,
Exactly.
and you just want to do your passion.
You're just never going to get rich working for someone else. Not even working for yourself if you don't, work. You know what I mean? But
part of it.
yeah, no, it's been a good ride. I'm perfectly, somewhat happy now. I'm building hot
Awesome.
rods again. I
Nice,
want to do
nice.
choppers. I do have a motorcycle in the works. It's a 37 knucklehead.
Oh, very cool.
All original motor. I'm going to supercharge it.
Fun. That's
Yeah.
gonna be a big bike.
So it'll be called the Little Red Knucklehead. Nobody's really heard about it yet.
Love it,
I'm
love
going to
it.
try to outdo my last one, Hellraiser. Again, I don't have a lot of money. but I have a lot of time and a hell of an imagination.
You know what? And mostly
So-
that's where people start, is just because you can do it yourself.
Right.
And that's how you teach yourself.
And I'm
You don't have
self-taught.
the money, but you still want to do it, so there you go.
I mean,
love
my
it.
motorcycle, I may have
I love it.
$5,000 in it.
I love that.
That's it.
But
the knucklehead a little more though.
But the blood,
trust me.
The blood, sweat, and tears, right?
Yes,
All
yes.
the blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah, so-
the show Paradise Roadshow, have you been here before?
No, but I've seen it before, and
Cool.
I've seen that chef guy.
Yeah,
I
Maddie
can't-
out
yeah,
there.
Maddie.
I know. We saw
I've,
that.
I've,
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
followed him on Instagram for a
Yeah,
while. I
he's
love
pretty
him.
cool.
He's crazy.
Yes.
I went to Daytona Beach a while back.
Okay.
06, I think, and I think I seen him there at the
He's definitely a motorcycle guy, huh?
tattoo. What's the name of that tattoo shop? Hawaiian Tattoo or something.
I don't go to Daytona. I don't know.
It's a crazy ass bike show, and it's at a Tropical Tattoo.
Okay.
Look up that bike show.
Okay.
That bike show is crazy. Roadside Marty
Oh,
puts
okay.
it
Yeah,
on.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
who that
okay.
guy is? Yeah.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Okay.
He's another character.
Awesome.
Sort of like the chef guy.
Awesome.
So,
awesome.
but
Very
yeah,
cool. Great show here, right? Don't you
yeah,
agree?
yeah.
And you said this bike, it debuted a little while back. In what magazine was that in?
It was in Biker for
was in
2000, February 2010.
Awesome.
It made the
awesome.
feature.
Cool.
22 pictures, something like that.
Well, it was an impressive build looking at it. Tell us
Thank you.
about the bike specifically, too.
It's a 50 pan head. It's been worked over. It has STD heads on it. A lot of tricky stuff going on with the
I like
with
that.
the Evo flanges for the exhaust. No
Okay.
slip on anymore.
Okay.
They look like they're just kind of stuck on there. It's got an air ride seat in it. It's
Cool.
got a full on air compressor,
Nice.
air tank, controller.
So that kind of helps
So-
with that hardtail.
Oh, God, yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah.
nice to have a suspended seat like that.
Yes.
Air ride suspension does help.
And on the way down here, I lost power and I had no air ride, so I felt
Goes
every
back to the
bump.
heart. Yep,
I
yep.
felt every bump coming through Palm Springs, and it was crazy. So yeah, but I almost didn't make it down here, man. It was so windy. It's like riding a garage door in the wind. I ain't gonna lie. You know,
Well, you made it, Daniel.
it's not really so much a road bike. Sorry to interrupt you, but I'm lucky to be here today.
Awesome. Well, we hope you make it back too.
I will.
Well, that was great. I'm glad that you had the time to come and talk with us today. Great build, and I'm glad that we could be your first interview.
Okay.
Doing stuff, right?
Yeah, it was great.
Awesome.
Yeah, like I said, real quick, I wanted to see if I could build a bike in 30 days.
Okay.
So I literally set out to try to build that bike in 30 days, and I actually did it in 29.
Oh, rad.
And
That's
I took it,
so fantastic.
And I took it to Sturgis.
It's gorgeous.
I took it to Sturgis.
Okay.
And I kept getting tickets because my
Because-
handlebars are over my head. So I couldn't even ride it. So I got pissed off and I came home.
So
Where-
never made it to Sturgis?
Oh no, I got to Sturgis.
Okay.
But I kept getting pulled over and getting $25 tickets.
Okay.
Yeah. I had $100 on me because my buddy said, you're going to get tickets.
It's $25. That's
was-
it? You
it
have
was-
to just pay him off?
Sturgis is wild. If you've ever been, if you get pulled
I've
over,
never gotten a ticket at Sturgis.
literally,
I've been to
if
Sturgis,
you get pulled
not-
over and they are judge, jury, and executioner right there.
I did not know
And they
this.
literally have a little book and they look up the fine, the offense. They look up the fine, and if it's riding with your handlebars over your hands over your head, it's a 20. At least then it was a $25 fine.
Okay.
So my
This
buddy
is
said,
new to me.
"You're gonna get pulled over." So I said, "Well, I'm gonna
You're
stick."
gonna.
I literally took a $100 bill and broke it down into $25 increments and put them in my pockets. And I got
You
pulled
were
over
prepared.
4 times. So I just went a little ways and I had a joint in my pocket. And there, if you get busted with weed, they take you to jail.
Oh.
Yeah, they don't screw around in Sturgis. But that's what happened. So that was the
They
bike's
didn't
debut.
find the joint is what
that
you're
was
saying.
Yeah, they didn't. That was the bike's debut, and it didn't really go over so well. So, and then it made it to the Easy Rider show, and it didn't do so well over there either.
Okay.
Because of, whatever. Who knows? Favoritism, maybe. Who knows?
I love that it's here. It made it to this show again after a little while, so that was great.
Sorry, I'm talking too much.
Love those stories, Daniel. Those were great. It was
I got a
great
million
to
of them,
have
I'm
you
telling you.
on here.
Thank you.
It was awesome.
Nice interview.
Yeah, thanks
Great
so
job.
much. Awesome. So we are at the Paradise Roadshow. We're finding awesome different people here. And today we have Candice, one of my friends. She does tattoos as well. So what brought you to the Paradise Roadshow today?
Well, one of my friends, Vinay, who's also a tattoo artist that we met at Babes Ride Out
Very cool.
7 years ago. And she's rides motorcycles. She's sober like me and tattoos. So obviously we were instant friends. And
Love it.
she's like, hey, I want to go to this. She just got a new chopper. So I'm like, let's go. So.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So did you guys ride out then?
Yeah, it's only like about an hour and a half from our house. So we live Riverside County. So yeah.
And isn't it beautiful weather out right now?
It is beautiful. little sunshine
In
little
California,
breezy.
and it's January, and we're out riding
I know,
motorcycles.
yeah, in t-shirts and
So what got you into riding too?
I think I've always had a thing for motorcycles. I was a passenger for a long time.
Yeah.
My dad had a motorcycle when he was younger, when I was younger, and so yeah, that is something I always wanted to do. And yeah, when I finally had some money, I took the class and passed it, and was like, all right, let's go buy a motorcycle. And that's what I did.
And then pretty sure you painted your bike too, huh?
Yeah, this one, it's a 2009 FXDC, which is a Dyna, and it was a hunk of shit. It had a rattle can
That's what we all
job
start
on it.
with,
Yeah.
huh?
But anyway, I bought it off one of my coworkers for like $3,000, and we put some blood, sweat, and tears into it, and sanded it all the way down to the metal, and got it painted, and it's got a really, really pretty paint job if you've ever seen it. Her name's Watermelon Sugar, so.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah.
Watermelon. What's the Harry
Styles.
Yeah, what is that one? Watermelon's.
This Watermelon Sugar. Yeah, when I was painting it.
Okay, tell us. I'm like
probably the paint fumes in my little booth, but that was a song that was in my head because I was doing the candy. It's teal and pink. Yeah,
we are so playing that song right now because it's so. Wait, you talked about karaoke. Maybe that's the song we karaoke to.
Yeah, Watermelon Sugar. Ha.
Ha.
That's all I know.
I know, right? That's it. That's the end of our karaoke.
Yeah. You're welcome. I'll be here all night.
But I love it. How did you start tattooing as well? How did you get into that?
I mean, long story short, it was kind of I used to work in architecture design.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so
Very
interior
cool.
design, hotel, casino design, and 2008, when then the economy crashed, I lost my job then, and I had bought a one-way ticket to Thailand, and I was just gonna travel and maybe teach English abroad, and I don't know, I ended up tattooing a friend of mine, and it turned out all right, and then everyone's like, you should start tattooing, and one of the girls I worked with at the time, her husband owned a shop, and she's like, call John, and so I called John, and I started that next week. I thought I'd be just cleaning floors or something, and yeah, he apprenticed me, and
absolutely love
almost
that.
15 years later, here I am.
So cool. And do you love that took a turn like that and that happened?
Yeah.
Or
I mean, I had gone through a lot of bad stuff, at that time, lost everything, and it was kind of the first, I guess, hope of light that happened. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go with this, and glad I did. Yeah.
Tattoos and motorcycles are kind of a thing, huh?
Kind of a thing.
Well, thank you for talking to us today. I'm
thanks for
glad
having me.
you saw me.
I know. Yeah.
And then we were like, oh my gosh, it's awesome when you see all your friends at events like this. It's so great. Tell us where people can find you online, on Instagram or on website.
You can find me on the gram at Candeo, Candeeo.
Like the car song.
Like the car song. I need you so.
That was our other karaoke.
That was what we were debating too. So
that worked out great.
Yeah,
right
that was
there.
good. High five. Yeah. And I work in Murrieta, so near Temecula, at Envision Tattoo. So come find me. Come get a tattoo. I'll be tattooing at the Fast Babes event for Valentine's Day. So I'll be all over the place. Sturgis, I think, this year. Come find me.
Love it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Candice.
Thank you.